All right, let's understand change and change management in little more details. Mapping processes of change. Now we are going to discuss another diagram which would help us understand how change processes take place. You see that this is apparently a complex looking diagram containing rich information. Let's try to understand it. You see that on the top, on one left continuum, there is micro change, and on the right, there is macro change. And on the vertical side, on the left, there are three forms of change: planned change, driven change, and evolved change. Actually, micro change is the change which takes place within the organization, where components of the organization change, not the whole of the organization. And macro change means where whole organization changes. And changes take place because of three reasons. The three types are there: planned change, which the central authority of the organization plans, initiates a change. Then there is a driven change. Because of some external element, maybe the government or any other, a change takes place. And evolved change. There is a change without any apparent active actor. This takes place in pieces and then happens. If you see inside the diagram, there are three compartments, three layers: top, middle, and the bottom. On the top, you find out that under planned change, there is quality improvement, there is work reprogramming, there is strategic planning from micro to macro. There is job enhancement, people empowerment, training, education, indoctrination, organizational development, initiative teams. These all are the concepts which are related with the planned change from micro to macro. In driven change, there is rationalization, restructuring, repositioning, reframing, or revitalizing of the organization. And these are also from micro to macro. In evolved change, there is venturing, political challenge, and strategic learning. This is actually not the time that we go in the detail of everything, and I leave the details on you to explore. But this gives us a good picture of the different change processes which take place in the organizations. Now we talk about programs of comprehensive change. How organizations transform. The one important reason is the programs of change which are comprehensive. There are generally two forms of the comprehensive change programs: top-down change and bottom-up change. Top-down and bottom-up change. The top-down change and bottom-up, I just would not go in any detail. Would only like to give you the simple concept. Top-down change programs are those programs which are definitely planned by the top management, in which from the top to bottom, the change is trickled down. And in case of the bottom-up change programs, actually the bottom of the organization is involved. Any change is started from their level, and gradually that change trickles up in the organizations. changing the organization religiously. Actually, it means that trying to change the organizations on the patterns of the religions. If you really know the history, you must know that all the religions began as the change programs for the society. Divine religions, or those which are not categorized, though all religions claim to be divine, but some are categorized divine, some are not. But all religions, if you study the history of religions, and even if you study the history of Islam or Christianity or Buddhism or any other religion, or even Sikhism, you would find out that all religions were the comprehensive change programs for the society. And their founders were actually the main agents of the change. How they changed the societies is a good case study to understand how things can be changed religiously. On the pattern of the religious organizations can also be changed. And this is called changing the organizations religiously. Conclusively, ladies and gentlemen, I would argue that the transformation is a very, very important concepts in the organizations. And if you could relate it to the strategy, relate and understand that this is actually the strategy of the organization, which sooner or later results into the changing configuration of it.